Well, hello, my friend. Welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. In today's episode, let's talk about organizing our day to be a productive one. Well, my friends, welcome back to my breakfast table. I'm starting the day with delicious fruits. I have apples, I have papaya, I have honey, and chia seeds sprinkled all over the front. It's on the top. Super delicious. Looks great. If you can hear that kind of like rain sound, it's actually not rain. We just got snow here in Chicago the last couple of days. So now it's all melting down, and that's what you hear kind of in the background. It's actually beautiful and sunny, but it's just the snow is beginning to melt down. Kind of an early cold season here in Chicago. Well, my friends, I want to talk a little bit about, organizing your day. I haven't talked about productivity and organization in a while, so I think this will be a great episode, to chat about how do you organize your day so you get done with the things that need to be, that are not important for you, that need to get done for that day or that week, right? Organizing your day in a way that things happen, right? One of the questions that people ask me often when I'm doing an interview or when I'm chatting with someone, Sergio, how do you organize your day so that you can make art, so that you can be active in exhibitions and so on, so you can run your gallery, so you can do breakfast with Sergio, so that you can do also the educational and your academy and all the things that you do and curatorial projects, and still be able to, do everything within the same amount of hours that everybody has. So let me talk a little bit about that, because I think it has a lot to do with self-awareness, and really learning to craft your day in a way that works for you, in a more proactive way than reactive, right? In a more going in the offense versus the defense, right? Typically, in the defense means that you start your day, you got your list of the things that you want to get done, and then everything happens on the day. So you spend the day responding to everything that's happening around you, right? In the more of an offensive way, right? You working for your day versus the day working for you is that, the idea of looking at what are you good at and what are the best times for you to do those things that you are good at, because when you are good at something and you do it at the best optimal time, that's when you're going to do it faster and you're going to do it better, right? So for example, in my case, I'm a morning person. I like to wake up in the morning and be active really quickly. That's why I do breakfast with Sergio. That way it's not coffee with Sergio in the evening or before I go to bed or dinner time or lunchtime. It's breakfast, because this is my optimal time. This is when I feel the most energetic, the most inspired, the most excited to do things, right? So I know and I understand my optimal time, right, of the day, and I know how I function. So I have crafted over the years, slowly been crafting my schedule so that in the mornings I can do the things that require a lot of attention in terms of the business of art, right? That's when I can do my emails, that's when I can do my coaching, that's when I can help my students, right? During the morning time. It's my optimal time when my brain is all working on the business and the marketing and the things that need to get done, right? Behind the scenes, so that the art can do its thing as well. So my optimal time for me is doing that. And then for me, my studio time, the time where I'm more optimal, more focused, more in tune with my work, is actually in the afternoon, evening time. That's how it works for me. For some artists, maybe for you it's completely the other way. Maybe for you, like, the morning is your optimal time for your studio and you'd rather do all the business and stuff later or in the evening or in between, right? Everybody's different, right? There's no right or wrong when it comes to that. And I have purchased so many books and downloaded so many apps that help you organize your day and that and this and this. And I have tried so many things. And a lot of times what we try to do is we try to emulate what somebody else has done or what works for somebody else. And I used to do that myself. Buy a book, read something that worked great for somebody, and then I tried to emulate, and I would try it for a few days and weeks, and then afterwards it's like, this is not working for me. I just cannot keep up with that pace, or I just cannot do it the same way as this person does it, right? Because each one of us is different. So I think the more approach that I have recently is an approach of understanding first self-awareness of who I am, or in this case, who you are too, and looking at what are your optimal times to do certain tasks, so that when you do them in the optimal time, you get better results because you can do it faster, you can do it with more focus, and you can get better results at the end, right? Because it is your optimal time to do that task. If I try to go in the studio in the morning and make art, I get distracted. I end up looking at a book, looking at social media and so on. My brain is not really in the optimal time for creating work. However, in the evening, there's something about my brain that says, okay, you already did all the business, and all that stuff has been taken care of, people have been taken care of. Now just focus on what you're enjoying, what you really love, which is making the art, right? And without distractions. And that's when, for me, it works the best. So understanding that, I have arranged my day, my time in order to do that. When I wanted to do a video, podcast type of video blog like this one, an optimal time for me was breakfast. As I said earlier, right? It was the optimal time for me to just click record. I always love breakfast. I'm here. So, my brain is moving, is working, is ready for the day. If I was, and I have tested this, I have done podcasts, for example, in the evening, and then compared it to when I do the podcast midday or during the day, and the energy is just not the same. It just doesn't sound the same for me. However, when it comes to the studio, I get so energized, I get so into my work in the evening, right? When people are winding down, I'm actually winding up in my studio. And that's how it works for me. So I think what you need to do, my friend, is maybe start looking at those things and see, try different situations, try different approaches to see which one is the best one for you, rather than trying to imitate somebody who tells you do this or do that, or A, B, or C. But try different approaches, see what things you're good at what times of the day is best for you. When it comes, for example, to social media, I do all my posts in the morning, and then I do post again at midday, and then in the evening usually check and also finish commenting on people, right? And that keeps my account always active, and I'm keeping on top of things when it comes to my social, right? That has worked for me really, really well. Not everybody can do that. For some people, that would drive them crazy. Others just would be too distracted, but that kind of works for me. And I use apps that help me manage the various accounts, which I have talked about that before as well. So looking also for ways to manage multiple things at the same time, and then be open throughout the day to connecting with the people that I'm doing business with that are important at the moment is also, to me, very important. Not giving channel of access to everyone, because when you give a channel of access to everyone to you, then everybody will have a way to distract you, right? If everybody has access to you 24/7, every question they send you is going to distract you if you try to answer. So I try to only give minimal access to only certain people who I'm working with on certain projects or certain businesses and things like that, so that we have direct daily access. But everybody else can wait, until I assign a time for me to sit down and answer messages or answer questions or do things like that, or even answer my Instagram. I may see messages that are coming in my Instagram. I see them. Great, you look good, but I'm not going to answer it right now. It's not my optimal time to do so. Then I can sit down maybe before I go to bed, and answer all the messages at once. So find your optimal time to do the tasks that need to be done, and I think that can help you be more organized, be more productive throughout your day. So right now, my most optimal time after breakfast with Sergio is actually eating breakfast. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Thanks, my friends, for watching. Follow me on Instagram at Sergio Gomez Art. And if you want to see more resources for your art career that I have prepared for you, just go to www.theartistnextlevel.com. See you later. Goodbye.